What else do you have on your list?
I don't have. I thought maybe we should check in with you because we don't see you anymore. So like, what's been going on? Your show is doing well. Everyone loves it, and like you're shooting in movies now in all kinds of places. And I don't know, just
the thing I was most excited about was I did an episode of X-Files. Which was
crazy.
That was the one that I was really, truly, very, very nervous about, and very, very excited.
Can we know what your role was, or is that disclosure that you're not allowed to?
No, I don't think I could say, but it's not a huge role, but it's not tiny either.
I saw a photo. You were dressed in some sort of official outfit.
Yeah.
You were allowed to post that, or you're not allowed to?
Yeah, I'm an animal control officer because that's what it says on my badge. So I guess I think they were maybe annoyed that but you know, it's the X-Files. There's animal control officers. But it was crazy because I found out 2 months before I did it, and I was like, I didn't tell anybody. I didn't watch a single episode because I was freaked out. And then when I landed, I was like, fine. I was like, I worked on the scenes. I was like, I'm not going to be nervous. And then when they picked me up, they gave me a folder, and it said Kumail Nanjiani X-Files welcome folder. And it was Mulder's like, I want to believe poster, but instead of I want to believe, it was my name. And that's when I called Emily. I was like, Emily, I'm freaking out a little bit right now. You need to talk me down. But
what did you mean? You said you didn't watch a single episode.
I didn't watch for 2 months before, because I'd known for 2 months I was going to do it.
Right.
Because I didn't want to like start freaking out. I just wanted to be.
You didn't want to know. You didn't want to have too much information about the show you were going to be on.
Or be too much of a nervous fanboy.
Yeah, I didn't. I just wanted it to be a job and not like fucking a dream I never dared dream coming true, you know?
That makes sense. See, that's why I'm not an actor.
The other actors that were ever on it and all that stuff.
I wouldn't even have had that common sense. I would have been like, oh, I should watch every episode twice so that I really know the tone of the show. Yeah. And then I'd be like, to be or not to be. And they'd be like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I saw the show.
I know the show super well, so that wasn't the... But I had to sort of like pretend to be cool around them, like, oh, hello, David, Jillian, nice to meet you.
Are you allowed to... did you get to work closely with those two?
Yeah.
That's great. you lost your cool there a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I didn't just talk to...
Scooter, take a sperm count on that just now.
It skyrocketed. It was 150-80.
Wow.
I
That's a very rare case.
I had this moment where I didn't just meet... I had a scene with them. I had a couple scenes with... Well, I had scenes with them. It's very hard for me to talk about without getting teary-eyed.
Don't be shy.
So I had this moment where I was like, I didn't... Because I was talking to, Gillian Anderson, David Duchovny, and I kind of like, I was with them for 3 days. And then during one of the scenes, I was like, oh, I'm talking to Mulder and Scully now. Like, I didn't just talk to David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson. I talked to Mulder and Scully.
With the haircuts and the
with the haircuts and the everything.
And the cell phones and the
flashlights.
And the simmering sexual tension.
Yeah, it was great. I hope I'm good in it. I have no idea. Usually when I do a job, I'm like, oh, I did well, or that wasn't as good. This one I have no idea. I could be like. So
I'm a failure as a fan because I don't even know the details. Like is Chris Carter running it, and are a lot of the old writers back, or is he? A
lot of them are back. Not Vince Gilligan, but
why not? What Vince Gilligan?
He just was at home, hanging out. The episode was written and directed by my favorite X-Files writer, Darren Morgan. Yeah.
Is that the guy that did the Jose?
That's the guy that did that one and Clyde Bruckman. Final Reposition.
Spencer, are you a big X-Files fan?
Nope, I just listened to the podcast.
Probably everybody that listens to our podcast knows Kumail has a podcast called the X-Files Files, and he talks to lots of. He's got.
I mean, this has to be the best case scenario. You start a podcast about something you love.
Were you hired because you're a successful actor right now, or because you have that podcast, or a mixture of both, or there's one more?
I mean, they clearly were like, it'll mean so much to this guy.
Great. That's
And it does. Yeah, they were.
I want to start a podcast called Vivian Westwood Suits.
Yeah.
That's actually a smart move for
Yeah.
like not a huge part, but like an important part. That because thinking as a producer, I'd be like, well, this guy's not going to complain if we go overtime.
Oh yeah. I was like, I'm here. What do you guys need? I can serve the food, whatever you want.
We need you to get into makeup and then just sit. We're going to shoot you whenever the other actors are busy. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Okay.
So Kumail,
Thank you for having me.
And you, I want to go back to what you said earlier. Like you say, sometimes you walk away from having shot something and you go nailed it or sucked, but you have like you.
I have zero sense.
Was your memory just completely overblown?
No, I remember every single moment. I just was like, I don't know if I'm good in this or. It was hard because it's also outside of my I haven't done sci-fi or horror stuff. I've done mostly.
Was it heavy lifting? Did you have like a lot of emotional range stuff to go through, or was it pretty?
It wasn't like a fully easy part. Like it was kind of hard. Like I had to like do stuff instead of just like crack wise.
Yeah.
So it was a hard part.
Did you labor over the rehearsal like at home?
Oh my God, I worked on it so much. And that's why it's hard to know. Like I don't know how.
At that point, then when you get there and you worked on it really, really hard, then it's just noises that you're making, and it can be. Oh shit!
Yeah, I saw
Alan Wu.
Alan Wu, who probably became a director because he loves attention. He loves. Do you know Alan, or no? You're just. Why did you guys do? He nodded at Kumail.
Attack of the Show.
Oh, Attack of the Show. Yeah, Alan
Right.
shot a bunch of Attack of the Show and.